Welcome back to the channel. We are here March 25th, and it's going to be the breakdown for DraftKings March 26th, 11 game slate after an amazing trade. Not amazing trade. Let's be serious. It was a subpar trade deadline. Vucevic moved. Basically every Orlando Magic moved. Kyle Lowry didn't go anywhere. Lonzo Ball didn't go anywhere. We had some buyouts of contracts, so things can, change for some teams. DeMarcus Aldridge, Andre Drummond are probably going to be, going on the move. We will see where they will be headed. But other than that, the Orlando situation affects tomorrow's slate, and we're going to go into that. We're going to hop straight into it. Point guard position, 7K and below. Let's just start with Orlando. Let me explain that. Okay, so now Orlando Magic. There's no Vucevic. There's no Fournier. Fournier went to Boston. Aaron Gordon went to Denver, and Vucevic went to Chicago. Now the main beneficiary is going to be Terrence Ross at 7,500. Obviously, I keep it 7K and below. He is currently questionable, but if he's in, you're going to have to play him. The value or not, you got to play him. You have to play him. If you're looking at cheaper options, they did price some of these guys up. Michael Carter-Williams is going to be the guy that's going to be manning the point guard position at 6,600. He would be thrusted in a situation like that, especially going up against Portland, who's giving up a ton of points. They just gave up like 122 Miami Heat. Tyler Hero and Kendrick Nunn just went absolutely berserk. James Ennis at 6K is someone that, has been in the starting role before. Not a great shooter, does a little stuff in peripherals wise, but he really needs easy baskets. Chuma Okeke is a guy at 5,300 that you can look at as well. That's going to be a power forward, small forward hybrid right there. But my favorite play out of all of it, with Vooch gone, I think this really gives Mo Bamba an opportunity to become the starting center. Obviously, they went and got Wendell Carter Jr. in the trade, but Wendell Carter was being benched in Chicago, so that doesn't. It could be the same situation here. He could be benched in Orlando. Mo Bamba is more talented. They put high draft capital in this guy, and he definitely has the ability to be well over a point per minute when he gets the opportunity. He just really hasn't gotten the opportunity. Yes, some foul trouble because he's young, but he has to see some playing time. There's no way he's ever going to learn if he's just sitting on that bench, being a backup center for Nikola Vucevic. He's not the backup no more, and now he can be a starter and really emerge as a young budding center at 4,800 for DraftKings purposes. By all means, yes, let's go get him. I definitely want to play him tomorrow. Let's see real quick, just a second. All right, so Mo Bamba, 4,800 center position. Not saying he's a lock. It is risky. We got to make sure that Wendell Carter Jr. probably won't play tomorrow because he just got traded and he has to get acclimated to the team. So I'm saying Mo Bamba is a lock at 4,800. I'm saying he is. We're going to put him in there at 48. I like that play. Next, let's get into the regular guys, point guard position. We're going to start off with Jordan Poole. I give him to you every single video because I want to reiterate the importance of having this guy in there as long as Stephen Curry is out. As long as Stephen Curry is out, you get value from Jordan Poole, okay? He's gotten you 34, 34, 42, and had a bad game, not a bad game, a subpar game against Philadelphia. He can definitely do better than that, and it's the matchup. It's always the matchup. When you see a team going against Sacramento, Atlanta, just bad Washington, you got to play him. You got to play him. And he's going up against Atlanta. They don't play much defense. Jordan Poole can knock down a shot. He just has to score. He just has to score. Score, give me a few assists, and chip in on some rebounds, and I'll be happy. So we'll take a shot on Jordan Poole at 6,500. Next, we're going to go to Kevin Porter Jr. This one, he's currently questionable, but He looks like he's going to have a great chance of being, being back in that lineup for Houston. Big news for Houston is that Oladipo is gone, and he has gone to the Miami Heat. This is an upgrade for guys like Kevin Porter Jr. Obviously, they still have John Wall, who's stuck in purgatory over there. They have Jayshawn Tate. And Daniel House. So with Oladipo gone, Kevin Porter Jr. becomes a budding star, especially if he's back tomorrow. I'm all in on him. He should get all the minutes. There's no need to rest him as long as he's healthy with these quadriceps. So we should be fine on that. On that case, just make sure he is in the lineup. Stay updated and locked in on the news. Next, we're going to look at the Miami situation. They're on a back-to-back. Jimmy Butler didn't play today. Kelly Olynyk was traded. Goran Dragic was out. So the key to this is if Goran Dragic is out again tomorrow, we're going to go all in on Kendrick Nunn at 4,900. And he had a great day today. Let's just double check over here so you guys can see. We're going to look at the box score. Kendrick Nunn and Tyler Hero. So Kendrick Nunn came in, started 9-13, 22 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Great performance. Tyler Hero manning the bench, really controlled that second unit, got you 29 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. I told you to keep riding that Tyler Hero train, and it finally paid off. It's well deserved. We've been waiting. It took Jimmy Butler being out, but hey, he got you a dub. He got you a dub. That's all you need. So be mindful of that Goran Dragic information. If he is out, go in on those two guys, okay?
There's lots to
next, we are going to go with Alexander Walker for New Orleans, and this is another situation where we're waiting on information on Lonzo Ball. So a lot of these plays, a lot of the value is predicated on these players that are questionable, that are kind of injured, that were possible trade assets, but now they got to come back to the team like a Kyle Lowry. So Lonzo's case, he did have a little injury. We're not 100% sure if he's going to play tomorrow, but if he's out, you're going to want Nickeil Alexander-Walker, explosive young guard that they have right there, can knock down the three-point shot. He's a shoot-first type of guy. That's why you see a little low numbers in the assist area. He can get you a rebound and definitely has enough hustle for some steals. I like him at 5,300, and that's only if Lonzo was out. Next player, we're going to look at Bogdanovic, okay, from Atlanta, not the one from Utah. He is that sixth man for Atlanta. Between him, Kevin Huerter, and Gallinari, those are like the not secondary, but third type of guys that are going to score for this Atlanta offense. It's a very, very potent offense. They have guys that can step up. But the key with Bogdanovic is the consistency in the double-digit attempts each and every night. 11 against Sacramento, 12 against the Clippers. And that Sacramento game, that was a revenge narrative. So I understand why he really, went off, got you 34 DK. But the shot attempts are there, and the minutes are going to be there. He's averaging like 29 plus minutes a game. 4,600 is too cheap because of the volume of shots that he puts up. And if he's knocking down those threes, it's going to be gravy. So anything with, peripherals like rebounds, assists, and blocks and steals, double thumbs up for Bogdanovic at 4,600. I like him as a play. Next, we're going to look at Carmelo Anthony, since they made a trade with Gary Trent Jr. sending him out and Rodney Hood, acquiring Norman Powell. This is going to leave them in a situation where they got to stretch out some guys. And today, as you can see it right here, they, if I just scroll up a little bit, Carmelo Anthony got major minutes with the trade news. So he got 33 minutes, and he showed up. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. I like that a lot. They had to rely on their draft pick, Nasir Little, to get some minutes, and Anthony Simons finally came back from injury. But I don't think Norman Powell will be able to make the game for tomorrow. So Carmelo Anthony is definitely viable at 5,500. Don't look at this past production right here. These minutes instead of 22 are going to be boosted up because they are shorthanded. And even if this game gets out of hand going against Orlando, Carmelo should be getting those closeout minutes. So I like Carmelo Anthony at 5,500. Let's move over to the center position. I got two more plays for you guys. We're gonna go with DeAndre Ayton for the Phoenix Suns right here, 6,100. And it's been like a week straight where we're riding his salary all the way up. And since I've been telling you to play him, he's been very consistent. You got 41 DK against the Lakers, 48 DK against Miami, 33 DK against Orlando. This is what you want to see, and they finally boosted him up over 6K. You got him at 6,100. This is a 7K center, and there's still more production to come out of him. He's getting in the groove now. I like what I'm seeing. And he's taking double-digit shot attempts, 10 to 13 from LA, 8 and 12 against Miami, 8 and 12 against Orlando. They're realizing that they can really, they have a big man down low that can score on his own. You don't have to rely on all these points from Devin Booker and Chris Paul. You can dish it down, have a nice two-man game, maybe a little give and go, and use DeAndre Ayton at 6,100. I like him as a play. And then last but not least is going to be Chris Boucher, who we have at center / power forward for the Toronto Raptors. Now he's just mainly center. This is more of a play of, with Norman Powell gone, maybe they can go to a more bigger lineup. They're going to need that size going up against Phoenix, who have a ton of guys, especially DeAndre Ayton, who's going to be a major factor. Chris Boucher can stretch the floor, knock down the three-point shot, get you rebounds, get blocks. He's a very dynamic center in the NBA, just a young, budding guy that has tons and tons of potential. And they're not giving him the full allotment minutes that he deserves. With Norman Powell leaving the situation, they could probably go a little more bigger with their units, especially their second unit as well, and maybe boost Chris Boucher to the starting role because they don't really have a true center. And Boucher is just sitting there like, yo, why I'm not getting minutes? But 5,700 is too cheap for this type of guy. He has a ton of upside. As you see, he was 7K, just like a week ago, and now he's bumped all the way down to 5,700. I think it's crime. It's a crime. 5,700. Give me Chris Boucher. Let's look at these guys compared from DraftKings to FanDuel and see if we can find some more value. But one guy right here, Chris Boucher, like I just spoke about, he's 6,300 on FanDuel. They understand that curve. They see the value in the blocks and the steals. That's more of a boost on FanDuel and not that much on DraftKings, but he's more valuable on FanDuel. I can go to that well, but that is a high price to have for him. DeAndre Ayton is going to be $400 cheaper. $400 more, as you can see, 6,500 on FanDuel. I like both of these guys, and they're going up against each other. So it's going to be very, very interesting of those two guys battling out. Carmelo Anthony is going to be the next guy, 5,200. You're saving $300 on FanDuel. I think that's a solid play over here on this site. Someone that can knock down some consistent threes is very good for him. Bogdanovic is 4,200, so you're saving $400 on this site. I like him as a six man for the Atlanta Hawks. Let's see, Alexander Walker. This is just in case if Alonzo Ball is out. He's 5,300 compared. He's the same price on both sides, so that is a wait and see scenario. Nunn and Hero are going to be the next guys up. 5,500 for Nunn. I like that price over here. And then Tyler Hero is 5,200. This is only if Goran Dragic is out. Kevin Porter is way bumped up on FanDuel because they're going off his past production before he went out with an injury, but he definitely provides a lot of scoring, a lot of peripherals. This man is a dual threat for the Houston Rockets. And then last but not least, Jordan Poole is going to be cheaper on FanDuel, saving you $300 at 6,200, going up against Atlanta, which is a prime spot to be in. So we'll just throw him in there. Guys, that is the core. Let me know how you feel about it. I think we've been doing good. I cashed yesterday with my lineup. Maybe I cash today. We will see. It's still going on. I got some guys finishing up late. Let me know how you feel. Please stay attentive to the NBA news, especially with buyouts and trades that are finally finalizing up. Some guys are still flying over, trying to get to their teams. You got to make sure these guys are going to be playing, and is the coach speak saying that they're going to get their full allotment of minutes? Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and MessageSD, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.